Laura, get on Roll20.
Okay, coming.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. I am so very sorry it has been so very long, due to my vacation and some other stuff that was unavoidable. But we are back. Roll back the rock, and we have a fun game for you as we're going to be jumping back into the high seas of Vodari for this session. Mwahaha, mwahahahaha. Anyway.
God, yes, laugh. We're all doomed.
Holy shit.
Shark bait, mwahaha. But
I'm laughing at something with it. I will have to share.
Ignore the sea, return to monkey. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Become monkey.
for those of you who are keeping up and have supported the Under the Seas of Vodari Kickstarter, they are rolling out more and more content every week, and every month rather. And we are getting closer and closer to the final look of the book. I know I'm super excited for it. I hope the rest of you are super excited for it because it is going to be an awesome time. Also,
Y'all should look at general.
next week there is a possibility that there may or may not, kind of depends on this group, there may or may not be a double back-to-back 2 weeks of Seas of Vodari, which would actually make it 3 weeks of Seas of Vodari back-to-back.
Wait, what?
Back to back to back to back.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Shit.
Back of Vodari? Are
That
you
never happens. Who
Is that
are
when
you?
Tessa's
What have
coming
you
back
done?
temporarily?
No, Callie will be unfortunately absent on the 27th, and so I will be asking that particular group if they would be okay with skipping a week, and if they agree, and if they're okay with that, then I will happily run 3 sessions of Vodari in a row.
I'm in.
Since I'm part of that, I'd say I'm good with it.
All right, well, good to know. But of course, this is all still to be worked out among them, and I never want to take any time away from people who want it. So, but before we jump into it, of course, as always, we are brought to you by Eggs. And again, not really, he's not paying me anything, but again, Bearded Bard, if you ever watch, or if you watch, we support you, we support the fantastic work you do, and sometime this year, I hope to commission you for a DM screen, a 5-panel monstrosity. I already know what I wanted to say too on the front of it. It's just going to say, when the DM smiles, it's already too late. That's going to be on the main panel, on the first panel first panel to the right. I know, I'm a smiley boy. Yeah.
I was gonna say that, and your avatar is constantly smiling. I don't
I
think
know.
It frowns.
I mean,
I don't think it can frown.
it
Or
can.
as a feature.
It's so weird. I never see you smile.
I think that screen befits both him and me, because when I smile, it's maniacally. It's just, you guys know you fucked up.
When I smile, people wonder if there's something wrong.
Well,
I think you look cute when you smile.
that's a you think that thing. As for being angry, that's my angry
I just like to
face.
smile.
You're still smiling. That's how you smile in real life.
Anyway, Eggs.
So mean.
Eggs,
Yeah,
get cracking. All right,
We're
next.
supported by eggs right after Easter.
Yeah. I hope everyone had a happy Easter or happy Zombie Jesus Day, however you choose to celebrate it.
No, there was a full moon on Easter, so it's Werewolf Jesus.
Okay, Zombie
I
Werewolf
loved
Jesus.
it.
Got it.
Zombie Werewolf Jesus. I don't celebrate it, but that was probably the funniest shit I saw.
That was metal as fuck. Anyway.
For those of you who for those of you who went to SakuraCon in Seattle, Washington, and said hi to me and let me take your picture, thank you so much. It was fantastic to see all of you. And no, I had some of my actual TikTokers. Like I had an actual follower come up and say hi to me and was like recognize me, and it made my week. It was awesome. He's great. I was smiling like a dope the whole freaking day.
I definitely get that. I had like a little kid come up to me when I was vending at a table, and they pointed to one of my posters, being like, "I bought this a few years ago," and I went, "Sweet child."
Yep.
I still have it. They still had it on their wall too to this day, and I'm just like, bro, that was 5 years ago.
But
It made me happy.
for those of you who participated in SakuraCon, thank you all so much. Those of you who couldn't make it, that's okay. There were a lot of great events. The cosplay chess, both late night and the main game, were fantastic.
I'm sorry, cosplay chess?
Yes.
Okay.
What's that?
It's literally where you have people dress up in costume and are chess pieces on a massive live chess game. And usually it's the kings
really
of
cool.
each side that play the pieces.
That's
actually really
awesome.
cool.
The late night chess game was Order versus Chaos, and it was, or well, technically it was good guys versus bad guys. The king for the good guys was Doctor Strange versus the king for the bad guys, who was the Mandalorian.
I love that.
Also,
Okay.
the Doctor Strange, for his queen, was Deadpool in a pink see-through negligee.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep. Tracks.
Of course, that's worn over his Deadpool suit.
Of course. You know.
You had to keep PG around here.
And
I
then
think it would have been a lot cooler if it wasn't.
And then the main game was the two main characters from the Mummy series, like the first one that came out.
Oh, okay.
And they were playing against each other. One was Order, the other was Chaos. Hilariously,
By the
both
way-
games had an Alucard cosplayer, and it was awesome.
Oh.
By the way, you're just saying that it should have been just Deadpool mask with the pink.
Mm-hmm.
Just that.
And then like they're all like entirely scarred up the entire time.
With a pink thong and the big blue rubber masturbating shoes.
Of course.
Masturbating shoes.
That's what Crocs are called, man.
You go over.
Anyway.
The only
But-
time you're allowed to wear Crocs.
Yeah.
True story.
Niafta's just like trying to avoid eye contact. Like, what are all these freaking people talking about?
Oh,
Anyway.
happy 420, everybody.
Oh yeah, technically it is 420. Blazatron, let's go!
It is not for me, but thank you.
Man's not living in 420.
White lives in the future.
Yeah, he is in the future.
Wait, just
Life
remember.
of working at 2 a.m.
Wait, just remember. Every day is 420.
I mean, it certainly felt like that when I was in Seattle. Holy shit. But anyway.
People in Seattle.
Oh, sick.
Oh, dude, I was stoned out of my mind at least 2 of the days I was there. Not at SakuraCon, just hanging out in Seattle. I was fucking baked.
But I say my sister's boyfriend lives in Seattle.
Yep. They have 100 milligram weed gummies,
Wow.
and I ate 3 of them
Anyway. Oh god.
at once.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was great. But anyway,
Sounds
Um,
like a good
Example I
night.
had was
so without
I think
further
you heard the rule.
ado,
Just take half.
no, you take the whole thing because you're not trying to be
Without
a bitch.
further ado.
Find out how you feel and then take the rest.
With that further ado.
Nah, you just full asset. But anyway, when last we left off, our brave adventurers, our crew of adventure. Those are words in a sentence that maybe made sense.
Yeah, I just want to ask a question before you continue. Are we brave?
no. Well,
I mean,
at least
stupidity and bravery. The only difference is the brave people are still technically alive.
No, the difference is the
The brave
outcome.
people know
Exactly.
what their
Brave people are the ones who do something stupid and survive. Stupidity is people who do something quote unquote brave and die. And because you're technically alive, you're all brave.
I'm so proud of that. Brave.
It's the same way that works being either wise or a wuss.
Yep.
If you retreat
You're
and
worse.
if something bad comes, then you are wise to retreat.
Mhm.
But if nothing happens, then you're a wuss.
I'm just the unpaid babysitter here, so.
It's true.
Unpaid, you get a
Excuse
cut of
you.
the loot.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, but they're not paying me to babysit them.
I
I
mean,
pay you to babysit the crew.
technically, you don't know what he's paying you for. You know what title he's giving
Can
you,
you
but
far
not the
away
job
from your
details.
mic? Because I cannot quite hear you very well.
Don't look in the book. You'll be very upset.
I have my mic up because I'm eating.
I'm just gonna say that no
Okay.
one can read the book.
Don't look at the book. You'll be very upset.
But anyway, they were approaching Hope and found themselves veered off course by the blockade of Black and White, as it is being called.
British people are weird. They don't even drink water.
Well, they're not
mammals.
I was gonna say, first off, they're not fish. Second of all, but the Orkana tribe has been blockading both Hope and Zeleny.
I'm sorry.
Due
I just
to
wasn't
some-
expecting him to say something like that. What the actual fuck?
Like
Something
even
so
the
racist and so wrong.
even the landlord was like, they're fucking mammals, mate.
Look, if it doesn't have a tail, it's not a monkey. That's the rule, okay?
But they do.
At any rate, you guys are taken to the from Hope to the. Actually, no, you're taking into Port Hope. That's right.
We were taken from the coast of Norwell to Tideport.
Yes. I remember now. It has been a couple weeks.
We were going for a Hope, but
Yes,
Orcus came aboard and said, "Oh, we're going to Tideport. We're going to have a conversation."
indeed. As you
It's a good thing I
guys,
dumped all my sorcery points, I guess.
but
I don't know why they're back, but they should all be gone. All three of them. It's okay. As long as we get a short rest. Yeah, do we get a
Where
short
in
rest?
the map are we, sorry?
We haven't, I believe.
We had a long rest after you crashed.
If you're
us
not
into the
doing
ocean.
anything, it's technically a short rest.
We were asleep for 7 days. I classified that as a very long rest.
No, I'm talking. You know what?
what was with that dramatic gasp there, White?
That was just me inhaling because I was somehow some fucking
Forgetting
holding my breath.
Forgetting how to breathe.
Yeah, I
Because
technically forgot how to breathe.
What a weird mammal. He doesn't even know how to breathe.
Because I'm going to assume that this takes more than an hour to get into port, and because I'm not doing any insane stuff, I'm going to roll my d4.
Air people are so weird. They don't even breathe.
Aha! I get all my sorcery points back.
I'm so proud.
Sure, I'll allow it.
You did it.
It's a d4 minus 1 whenever I take a short rest near a body. of
Near
water.
or on a body of water. Yeah, it's
Correct.
Again, we took a long rest when we fell asleep for 7 days.
Well, he's talking
Yeah, but
about
this is
right
after
now.
that.
He
This
just
is after
expended
that.
them. But so anyway, you guys are being brought into Tideport. As you guys are brought into Tideport, allow me to change the music slightly.
Oh wait, there's music?
yes.
There's always
in
music.
The 20.
Or are you gonna change it slightly?
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot I had the music down low, so I can hear people talking.
That is fucking true, Nikki. Whenever it doesn't fucking matter, you roll the best.
Well, first things first, I'm going to add a track.
Oh, our
But
DM's unprepared.
But have you all noticed the fucking
Shame.
pattern of when this shit doesn't matter, Nikki rolls well.
I
Yeah,
max 20, max on everything. Doesn't matter.
What would I do? You roll shit. You can't aim for shit.
You're about to die. You need to roll above a 5. Can't
It rolls a 4.
Cell cannot perform under pressure.
It's not even just Cell, it's all his characters.
It is! Nikki cannot perform under pressure. It is the worst thing.
Look, you guys are watching me and it makes me feel... No, it's just...
It makes me feel anxious and Look, I have a bit of performance anxiety, okay?
It happens to guys sometimes, you know. It's
We're not discussing
It
this.
just so happens to happen.
I'm gonna be honest. Never been in it.
At any rate, moving on before you all a bunch of weirdos. But
you're part of this group of weirdos. Don't even try to escape that.
nah, I'm just the ringmaster of the circus.
That makes you part of the circus.
Away from it being a full-blown circus.
Ringmaster is indeed a part of the circus.
But
anyway.
At any rate, you guys have been pulled/guided into Tideport and are, able to disembark without any big problems or any complications. And your guide is, respectful enough. As you all disembark, you see that there are many townsfolk. This is a town of about 3,500 people, and these.
The question: the two
Yes.
lovebirds are disembarking with us, right?
Yes.
This is where they were. This is where they had agreed
Yeah.
to rather renegotiated to disembark.
Yep.
Yeah.
The two lovebirds are getting off. Your other half is paid.
It isn't. They gave us a little piece of paper to hand out
In hope.
Yes,
that
is correct.
in Zeleny, I believe.
Yes, that is correct. So, as you
Did it tell
guys,
us who to deliver it to?
yeah, there's a name on it.
What's the name? Because I just wrote down promise of payment to deliver in Zeleny. I didn't write down.
Oh,
Emil, our good and faithful note taker, moves the note pooch. And he forgot to write it down.
Yep. It's okay.
That's a good question.
It's actually Tinker Master Sprocket.
Tinker Master Sprocket.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what was the question?
The name of the name of the person who's going to pay you guys for delivering the lovebirds to Tideport.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fucking
I
I
was gonna
know.
have that written down.
Yeah,
I know.
that's my responsibility. I got it right. I got it. Don't worry.
Yep.
Dude, hey, look, dude, you took the job on in.
Tinker Master Sprocket makes me think we're in Ratchet and Clank's universe.
Anyway,
Well, technically, Zeleny is the city of the future.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I
I expect to see a Lombax.
mean, you might see a lot of things. You never know what you'll find in Zeleny, because you haven't been there yet. So
I
shh.
traveled. You know what? There.
Anyway,
As you all
Sorry.
disembark, though, this town is mostly made up of sailors, fishermen, and their wives, as well as their clutches or packs of children. As Tideport is not suffering from a lack of newborns or a lack of population. In fact, you actually see about a dozen children, running around the port doing things, either delivering letters, moving equipment, unloading or loading up small freight. Kind of seems to be all hands on deck. You can also see out in the
At least they're
water.
doing something, because otherwise kids are gross.
I lean over to Xavier and I say, before we leave, I lead to Reeve.
I'm sorry. What?
What?
Tie a lead or a rope to Reeve so you don't lose him. There's a lot of people here.
Fuck no.
Fair enough.
They can handle themselves.
First of all, where we're fucking from, there's more people than this.
That's
Never
true.
lost him.
Well,
You never really said where you were from, so...
Well, we did lose him that one time. We
You
were
did
waiting
lose
in
him.
line.
You did lose him in Zebo.
Shut the fuck up.
No, you didn't lose me. You just didn't trust me enough to go get more arrows for myself.
No. The thing is, we didn't lose him. We forgot we left him behind.
We knew where he was.
Isn't that how you lose? Isn't that how you lose things? Wait a minute.
I knew where I was. I was just getting arrows, and you guys didn't trust
Yeah, but
me.
we didn't know where you were. That was the problem.
That's not my problem.
Okay,
You
so
gotta
maybe
let us know where you're going. That's the rule. That's the rule.
Also has the point.
That's the rule. Like, it's in the charter. You gotta let us know where you're going.
Okay, so maybe Reed has to tie you two.
At any rate.
You don't tell me where you go all the time.
Yes, because I'm in charge.
Why do you have such backward standards? Are you a hypocrite?
No, it's because I'm the captain. You gotta tell the captain where everyone is going if you're leaving the ship, so that if we need to contact you, we can contact you.
Right.
So
Okay.
if I look like you and they tell me, does it count?
I tug on Xavier's shirt and I'm just like, I'm gonna maliciously comply to him.
What now? No. Whitehill is asking. You're gonna what now?
I don't know if this is my mic or not. Malicious compliance.
Oh, malicious compliance. Okay.
Niafta, your Orkana, guest, the female that you spend a little bit of time with on top of the shore, she actually points out to the water, and she kind of smiles. Look, many of our guards and friends are playing with the others, and you can see off in the distance there are orcas, actual orca, that are indeed quote unquote playing with ships that are going by. Mostly they're just causing a lot of water to rock fishing boats, or they surge towards them and then submerge underneath.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like
They're just
something
being
we're just
dicks.
It's playing.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
How many people in Tideport have seen or have seen a 1T with a snake trunk?
None.
Oh.
People are looking
no.
at you, probably.
So hilariously enough, no one is actually giving him looks. But you also note that you're seeing many Orkana in their hybrid form moving about Tideport.
Oh yeah, so there, there's no taboo against being a hybrid
not
here.
weird.
Okay, that's fair.
I wasn't concerned about the hybrid thing. I was more concerned about having my tail removed by passing.
Well, Orkanas have very large and long. Orkana have very large tails as
I
well.
hear you. I want to say, wait a minute. Can't we just remove your tail and it'll grow back or something like that? It's a snake.
I am not a newt.
Most lizards, that'll be true.
He's a snake.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We're still trying to figure out how many dicks you have.
You will get.
If they
No,
cut off
no.
your tail, does it do the same thing? Does it grow back?
No, because I'm not a lizard.
Oh. You
Right.
seem closer to a
Snake
newt than Valor.
Wait, can we get off the boat now, please?
We are walking and talking, by the way.
Oh yeah, you are. And this conversation is fantastic as children are running past you.
What's the name of the big boy that took us in to escort us?
Oh. Did he get put into the...
Yeah, did any of you write it down?
No, I'm asking if he got put into
I don't write.
the...
I don't write things down.
Me neither.
The only thing I write down is people's health totals, how many spells they cast.
Scott. Scott.
No.
Sorry, I'm checking to see if I did or not.
No, Nikki. This is Reginald.
Reginald von Bartlesby, a local aristocrat and a member of the fine arts.
Yes.
We are international businessmen.
His name is Mantu.
Mantu.
That's what
Okay.
it was.
All right. I just walked up to Matsu and said, "Sir,
Hmm.
um, any advice for what not to do or what to do when we meet the leader of this here settlement?"
Yes.
So I don't like offer water for any reason again, and then have you guys not drink water or something. That was embarrassing as shit, dude.
That's Mexico.
Water.
But as for what not to do, well, very simple. Don't try to kill her. Don't try to cast spells. Be polite.
I can know that.
Right.
easy.
So, Sal, you are not talking.
That's really easy. I can be polite.
I'll just wait outside. I have a habit of running my mouth.
He kind of shrugs. Very well. But
I think when you say that, I just think Sal and Xavier just look at you in unison, like, yeah.
See, I have to be honest. I can't help it.
I pat Haller on the shoulder. I'm like, it's not a bad thing. Just
Can you reach?
sometimes.
Just
yeah, he can reach your shoulder unless you're like purposely trying to
Are you,
be
like-
unusually
Are you, like, 10
tall.
feet tall? Are you like
I mean,
10
no.
feet tall? Because I may
I'm
be
7
5 feet tall, but if
I'm
I have a
7 feet
reach,
tall.
it's at least 6.
I'm 7 feet tall.
Yeah, no, he can
His
reach you.
elbow.
I'm 7 feet tall standing normally. I could probably be about 10 feet tall if I stand on the edge of
Yeah,
my tail.
at least have a 6-foot reach. Like, come on.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you.
You're just like,
Your
there,
advice.
there.
Indeed. Now this way. And he leads you
Right.
he leads you to the governor's home, which actually is like a long hall. Basically, it's an empty fucking building that has a lot of floor space. You can see that there are like tables and chairs that are stacked up on the sides. Clearly, this is like a meeting place for the whole town. And
Yeah.
Like, is it like one of those orcish villages you see in Skyrim?
no, kinda, but it's more akin to like old Viking buildings.
Yeah, old Nordic. Like,
Yeah.
I
That's
literally
cool.
start walking around and like, I love what you done with the place.
Inside this hall is a massive set of jaws that are like decorating the back wall. Clearly megalodon or deep sea terror shark, jaws. And standing in front of it is a is a female. She is humanoid, dark skin. She's wearing she's wearing a dress that is made of some kind of, you imagine it's kelp or seaweed based clothing.
okay.
On it is painted or kind of attached in some way a design of orcas like leaping out of water. On her head is a elaborate headdress that gives her the appearance of an orca. Very much think Shy Lily's headpiece. For those of you who don't know that VTuber, you can go look her up.
Yeah.
The other is a gnome who is standing on a stool that only gives him about another 2 feet in height. But you notice that there's a podium that he's like leaning against, so you imagine it's for when he's actually
He
like
can get
making
even
announcements.
Oh, so
Yeah.
me and him are at eye level. Got it.
Actually, no, he's about half a head shorter than you.
Yeah.
He's only like 2 feet tall. That's ridiculous.
He is
Gnomes are small.
he is
They were
short.
like at least. I thought they were at least 2'7", 2'8". Okay.
So, what was it? A human and a gnome?
Yes.
Humanoid and a gnome. Yeah.
His complexion looks like he's out on the ocean a lot. In fact, he's actually in fisherman's clothes. The only thing that kind of denotes his office is he's wearing a bicorn hat, with a long fucking parrot's feather and a rust-colored captain's coat that looks like it's seen better days.
I
Is
love
it-
it.
Is his hat better than my current hat?
No.
Anyone wondering about the bicorn slip? He's been playing Wonderlands.
You have three. You have one more point, and you do have a feather.
I know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is my hat bigger than his and better than his?
Yes, your hat is
I'm okay
bigger
with
and
it.
better.
Bet.
I have an
All that I
idea.
care about right now.
Do these two individuals actually match with Xavier's vision from earlier?
So, Xavier's vision was a little unclear, but in all honesty, yes, they have some enough similar characteristics that he would be able to make the leap here.
I will.
Yeah, I'm like, all right. Just before we, very approach, I'm just saying. Well, I think I've seen these two before. When the thingity thing fucked with my head.
When the
Right,
weird tentacle did it.
Shut the fuck up, Reef.
So you guys have fun in here. I'm
Hold up. Hey,
wait,
Valor, can you do me a favor?
depends on the favor.
Go take Reeve to get some arrows or something.
Reeve,
But I
Reeve,
got
Reeve.
arrows at the
Reeve.
other port.
Yeah, Reeve, how many arrows do you have right now?
A lot.
Probably too
Way
many.
too much.
Um,
I had to leave them at I had to leave a lot of them at the ship because I bought so many.
do you want to wait outside with me?
Why?
I don't know. I don't feel like taking you shopping, and I don't think the captain wants you in here at the moment.
I look at Reeve and brotherly hand signs that we've been doing for 10 years. I just look at you and just keep a perimeter. Just look for anything suspicious.
Okay.
With that, Niafta, Xavier, and Cell are the
No.
three that follow Mantu.
I'm looking for the charisma boys. That's what I'm looking for.
I'm a paladin!
Sad face.
Everyone here is rather charismatic, I will say.
Charisma is not a dump stat for any of you.
I'm gonna take my hat off because I don't want to look like I'm trying to outdo the man that has a lesser hat than I do.
That probably has a Napoleon complex.
Yeah.
But
Immediately it's
as you all approach, you can see that the interior of this hall has been decorated with fishing icons and other kinds of, very clearly it's devoted to this village, and it's something that they all kind of, worked on to get it the way they want.
Yeah.
On either side of the massive set of shark's jaws, you can actually see the holy symbols for the god Calder, the god of winter, survival, and valor. You can also see holy symbols related to Okaino, as well as Tomna, the goddess of agriculture and fertility. The other one seems to have been destroyed or covered up, because you note that there should be a fourth if they're keeping kind of the symmetry here. But where there would be a fourth is a massive, rug or, banner that's been hung from the wall that just depicts a spear fisherman slaying a sea dragon.
Okay.
And you approach. Mantu says something in a language none of you understand. And you actually see the woman kind of look down at you. The man does too, as he turns and looks, and Mantu bows his head and walks over to the doors and says nothing. But it's at this point that
I am putting a hand to my shoulder and just giving a bow.
While this is going on, I'm just watching the guy.
Niafta, do you make any sign of acknowledgement?
I just try to look as cute as I can because that's what I do when that's what I do when somebody looks at me in like demeanoring way.
Ah, gotcha. So the gnome actually takes like a step up and is like behind his podium as he kind of looks down at you. Welcome to Tideport. I'm Governor Albanius Truss, but that is too long of a name. Just call me Governor Albie. And
that is much more suitable. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I knew it was the right way to go. I told you. And he looks up at the woman. Anyway, you've come at a very difficult time. I am sorry to say. I hope your ship made it through okay. No damage done by any of the Okaino?
Probably not. I have to check.
Not that we've noticed.
Well, that's good. I would hate for something terrible to happen. After all, the Arcana are mostly a peaceful people. And you see he kind of glances over at the woman. Well, for the most part, when not provoked. But anyway, allow me to introduce my current guest of honor. This is Delphine Oryx. She is the leader of the Steel Truth tribe and the representative of the Orkana people.
Pleasure to meet you, Ivo.
Yeah, pleasure to meet you all.
She nods, and she currently glances over at the three of you, and then she kind of looks to Sal. And when she speaks common, it is slightly accented, but you can tell that she's like really giving common a good go. It is pleasure to be meeting you. But you are strangers for the most part. Are you Zoleni?
No, ma'am.
No.
We are not.
She looks to you.
Most of our crew are travelers.
Travelers? From where?
We come from different places.
Currently, Zavros is where we came from.
I see.
That was the port where we reunited.
We don't really call anywhere home at the moment.
Ah, wanderers. Got it.
Excuse me, as I'm just looking for another fucking notebook, as I have 3.
Yes. Wanderers are interesting, and she kind of looks to you, Sel. I knew you not to be Zoleni. The ocean does not bless the people of the Zoleni with her gifts.
Yeah, wait, really? Put my hat back on.
The people of Zoleni are monsters to the ocean. They are not worthy of her gifts.
The ocean have a interesting relationship.
Many of the Tide-born say much the same.
Brent, sorry to interrupt, but Brent, can you just give me a quick recap of the vision I have?
So
I know I saw these 2 people.
Yeah, give me a second. Because for some reason my computer lost its mind.
And I might have lost the page where I fucking wrote all of it down.
No worries. So, the vision you had of these 2 people was one of black and white, talking and negotiating with someone who was much smaller than she was. And you saw that you had this vision similarly 2 separate times. In one vision, it went well, and there was a unity between them. In another vision, it went poorly, and you saw them draw weapons on each other.
Them negotiating with a smaller person than them?
Mm-hmm. The person of black and white negotiated with someone smaller than they were, and you had 2 possible outcomes. One positive,
Okay,
one negative.
Did the smaller person look like the governor right now?
You couldn't tell what he was. You only saw that he was smaller, except he's not as small as this governor.
A bit taller?
A bit taller, but there's something odd in the shape of his head.
Alright.
Go ahead and roll a history check for me.
Whitehill is like thinking, this is probably like the governor of fucking Zolani or some shit.
Whitehill's thinking this.
Yeah, Whitehill's thinking this.
Foreshadowing.
History.
Shadows.
19! Whoa!
So,
Well, there are 4 of these shadows.
When it matters, Xavier rolls well.
That's a good thing.
so the thing that you remember is that the odd shape to the head doesn't... as you looked at the governor's profile from the side, which is basically the profile you got from him already, the shape of the head doesn't match. And as he's wearing a hat, you assume that the other individual is also wearing a hat, but it is probably shaped very differently.
Alright, so not the same person. Got it.
I mean, if that is if that is Xavier's thought process, I will not correct you.
I mean, not different shape, different shape to the hat and to the head, right?
Yes, and slightly
Different
taller.
person.
They could just be wearing a different hat.
At any rate,
No, but this
Look,
dude's
if you're gonna
head
think-
shaped differently. But
correct.
If you're gonna keep, like, what's the major thing?
Thinking.
Nitpicking about prophecies is always bad.
and
Literally says every story ever.
also, didn't the visions say like this? I might be confusing it, but Octi did say like the first thing for our path is in Zolani, and
Yes.
and was the vision related to that, or like this person can
No.
help you get there? Okay, they weren't related.
No, the vision seemed to be something that came later. He told you back when he first took you over that the first marker to his freedom was in Zeleni. He didn't tell you what it was, didn't tell you what you were looking for. He only said that he would be able to know
It's
it
in
when
Zeleni.
he sees it, and it's in Zeleni.
Okay, thank you. I was confusing if the vision was.
Yep, no worries, you're all right.
correlated or not.
So as you guys,
I did ask what's her face a question.
yes, go ahead and repeat your question.
Well, so you know there are others.
There are many Tideborn. Depends on if you are looking for Tideborn from birth, Tideborn from gift, or Tideborn from reincarnation.
Reincarnation.
Yes. And she kind of waves her hand, and you actually watch as above you a bunch of stars begin to fill the room, and it dances. The Tideborn that are born. And you see an Orcana being born, and inside of him, or as he's born, more water emerges with him than anything else. And it's almost like he flows out, and she kind of smiles. One of the Tideborn that are born. She then gestures to someone who touches the water, and the water seems to accept them. Or kind of, you get the feeling like maybe this, the water is kind of almost like surrounding them. One of the Tideborn gifted. And then you see someone enter the water as a human, but then emerge as an Arcana. Tideborn reincarnated. You see the governor kind of clears throat, if I may make a little more sense to him. She looks a little offended at first, but then she just shrugs.
I'd be offended, just saying.
She's
right there.
Feels clear.
It would seem that all of them have to be Arcana.
Well, yes and no. Tideborn Gifted usually refers to the clerics and the druids. I'm not sure what the Tideborn Born are, but apparently Tideborn Reborn are sorcerers. Apparently it's actually something to do with tidal magic, is that there is a large chance of being reincarnated as something else.
Well, that's interesting.
Sounds weird.
Well, one of ours was Tideborn reincarnated.
Into?
Oh, he was reincarnated into an Arcana. But I've heard it can happen from other creatures, but mostly it seems that humans or elves or even dwarves who are Tideborn sorcerers become something else. Unless you're a dragon or Draka. Draka seem to be able to be born as sorcerers. I think something to do with their insanely magical natures.
Sounds weird.
He kind of shrugs. I'm not much of a study of magic myself. I'm a fisherman through and through. And he kind of smiles.
That. I get that.
She actually, you actually see that she looks at him. Do not admonish yourself, Albie. You are a legend among your people and among mine. That was a long time ago and I was a much younger man.
I'll have to have that story over a drink or something.
You see, she gestures to the tapestry. That is him. That is his great achievement. He slew one of Vesi's children. And you see that she gestures to the tapestry, where
He killed the dragon mite.
yes, technically, it was old. It wasn't. It was sick or already injured or something. I guess I don't know, but it attacked me and I killed it.
Mate, again, I will repeat what the lady said. Don't demolish yourself. A kill's a kill.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I've been named mayor, and they're probably going to keep me as mayor until I'm dead.
Oh, because of that. Oh,
Huh.
right.
It is the reason I reached out to you first. Yeah, well, I wish I had better news for you. And she looks. The Zeleni are expanding and consuming nature's resources and are polluting. Their machines of war create many products that are harmful. And when put into the ocean, they destroy and hurt and kill. Many Orcana have died simply passing through the waters. Many orca and other sea life cannot thrive there. And it is spreading.
Seems like they need a better way to handle their shit.
Agreed. But
Are they refusing to cooperate?
they refuse to slow down for progress. They are pursuing progress without any heed to the cost.
I get that, but
Ma'am,
there has to be a different way.
there has to be a different way. Who have you negotiated with?
I have not negotiated with many people yet. I have sent letters, though. I learned the human common tongue in order to send letters to Tideport, Hope, and Naft, as well as the Thorns.
And might I add, you're doing a fantastic job. How long have you been speaking?
I have sent letters. I sent the letters 3 moons ago. I learned the common tongue many years before.
Right. To whom have you addressed them?
Well, Governor Albie
and-
here. And she kind of thinks, Lady Temperance
Lady Temperance.
of the island of Naft.
Or did
Can I make a history check on that one?
Go ahead.
It's gonna matter, and I swear I'm gonna roll horribly. I can smell it. It's happening.
Come on.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this.
Yep, not matters.
You have no idea.
Of course not.
And
The other is the governor, the reluctant mayor of Hope. His name is Birel Buravan.
Can I try that one? Separate history check.
No, you've never heard of this dude ever.
and to the hierarchy in Zeleny itself. Try sending it.
I have sent a message to Zeleny, but Zeleny has not replied, nor has my ambassador returned from Zeleny.
Who's their current leader in Zeleny?
Hold up,
I'm not
that's
asking.
important. What's important is who's the ambassador.
And the ambassador, yeah.
The ambassador was the chieftain of the Deep Song. His name was Vanta.
Vanta.
Right.
Are you
saying
expecting foul play there? You think something bad happened to him?
I do not know. I sent him before I sent the letters. Well, before I sent the letters to the other three. I sent Zeleny a letter last season. And then I sent Vanta halfway between then and now. I have not heard any reports from him.
Cell's gears are slowly turning. Would you like us to figure something out for you real quick?
In what way?
we can attempt to convince the hierarchs of Zeleny to slow down. Possibly give them something they want. It won't affect you. To appease their egos and their greed.
No. There's got to be a way to convince them that being able to manage better their resources and like not over consuming and also manage better their wastes is part of progress, the progress they are pursuing.
Oh, but greed is a bitch. And I know I'm a fucking smuggler.
So, all I'm trying to say is, we can definitely attempt to get your ambassador back and serve as temporary ambassadors if that is decided. If you don't mind. I personally don't mind trying to root all this out so that everyone can get back to their normal lives and whatnot. At least attempt and deliver letters if you really need it to. As long as I'm allowed to look at the letters that I'm delivering, the whole don't kill the messenger thing doesn't.
Yeah, the whole don't kill the messenger ordeal is.
Nobody follows that one.
Nobody does.
And she kind of looks to Albie. What do you
Going
think?
That way anyway.
What do you think, Albie? I don't know these people. I can't speak for them.
I say we have a couple drinks and you find out.
I do not drink. It clouds the mind.
Finally, a woman of focus.
Says the disembodied voice of a snake.
She then kind of seems to think and then... I have a plan. A way you can prove your friendship. You prove your friendship and you will then guide me to Zeleny and I will speak with their leader.
Go ahead.
So what's this lady's name, by the way? I never caught it.
Delphine Oryx.
Delphine Oryx.
I will
sit there.
Dolphin
What-
with an E.
That sounds.
Yeah, the
What might this test of friendship be?
Yeah.
First, you will go to Hope. You will take no others, but you shall go to Hope, and you shall speak to the leader of Hope. The leader of Hope is Birel. He is the one I most need assistance from, as if he is with us, then much of Zoleni will be forced to listen. You must convince Birel to assist us in our cause. If he agrees to assist us in our cause, then I will see you as allies.
So, hold on. This all predicates on how whatever of Hope accepts
Yokohama's point of view. Yeah.
That seems like that doesn't reflect on us as much as it reflects on him.
It reflects on our capability to turn someone around, and as politicians, apparently.
Look, all I'm trying to say is, we need to get...
I have other tests in mind, then, if that one you find not to be suitable to your skills.
Damn, I wrote it down.
Not that it's not suitable to our skills. I'm just worried about it going south for unforeseen reasons that are out of our control.
Then allow me to make you an alternative offer. The island of Naft, according to my sources and my wave riders, it is under attack by Zoleni. Apparently, the Zoleni have militarized, or are planning to do much militarization, and have launched forays onto Naft in order to forcibly harvest lumber at unsafe and dangerous rates. The people of Naft would not be appreciative and are indeed not happy, at least so I am told. One of many reasons I sent them a letter. If you destroy some of the ships or some of the logging operations on Naft and convince the people of Naft to join our side, by doing so...
I literally just turned to Xavier, I just go, this is so fucking stuffed.
Alright, right. So, sorry to interrupt you, ma'am. So, you're saying we either convince the governor of Hope
or we start a war.
To see your side. The war's already started, mate. They've blockaded the port.
No. We start war.
We either convince one governor to see your point of view and change his stance, and or we go commit some arson on some loggers.
Indeed. Destroying the loggers and preventing any militarization of Zoleni would prove that you are on our side and can be trusted.
Right, boss.
I want you to understand that I want you to trust us. I don't want to get into conflict and risk the lives of my men. Is that understandable?
I leave the option to you. You asked me how you can prove you are a friend. I have given you options.
I just lean over. Is it too bad of me to just say that I'm feeling like burning down some fucking camps?
Diplomacy or combat? Diplomacy or
we can talk about this later. We can talk about your moral ambiguity later.
I have none. Anyway.
I love it.
If
do we
you
have to give a decision on which one we choose to do?
No, not now. I will know when you have completed one or the other, or both if you are feeling so adventurous.
Right, because wave riders are quick, aren't they?
Yes, my wave riders and my scouts are second to none in the ocean.
Yes, and they'll be keeping an eye on us.
At least one or two. But I do suppose there is a third option, but it would be more more akin to the second than the first.
There's a third let's hear it.
There is a group known as the Thorns. I have sent them a letter. They are in Zoleni itself. They are...
Thorns.
Uh-huh. They are recruiting new faces for an endeavor. Their key people have become too recognizable. Apparently, they seek to cripple the motor pool of steam loggers, giant things that can cut down, strip, and haul vast loads of felled trees at incredibly horrific rates. They also plan to collapse several coal veins, or mines, I suppose, when nobody is in there, thus bottlenecking coal production for months, if not years. Both of these efforts will severely cripple Zolan and their ability to make war machines and pollute.
Right.
I turned to Xavier. I'm like, this hurts absolutely nobody if we do that right.
Right, but again, and I just look at you and I lower my voice a bit. So, it's either burn down some loggers' camps and ships, convince a guy, or literally aid a terrorist group.
Terrorism is fine as long as you don't hurt anybody.
I mean, that's fair.
Remember who's on your ship there, Boyle.
I mean, that's fair. And you know what? I'm down. Let's blow some fucking minds up.
As long as they don't know that it's us, right? Because then we can still... You know what? We'll talk about this later.
Right.
We'll make a decision at some point. We'll get something done, and we'll come back to you. Does that sound good?
Miss Lady Delphine, you will have our trust and our aid, but we do have some business in Zolan itself. So
we need to get that done first before
we probably need to get that done first before you start wrecking shit.
She kind of pulls out a little carving of an orca, and she holds it out.
I go take it, just so the captain doesn't need to move.
This is a marker. I have been told. I will send word to the leader of the Thorns that I am sending some people to aid in her endeavor. I do not know her name, only that she is a she.
Alright.
If you show this in the proper channels, I am told there is something called a park?
A park?
Yes, park.
Right, a park.
Thing where they put benches and the trees.
Yeah.
Well, there are no natural trees or flowers in Zoleni. I have been told they are made of metal and are simulacrum of real things. Ugly, horrible things from the sounds of it. But if you find...
Snow?
I don't know.
And I literally turned to... Simulacrum is snow if you didn't know.
Is anyone else having Borax vibes here?
And you build your soul into it or whatever you want into it, and then you make it a copy of whatever it is you form it without the spell. You have to create it yourself typically. It's a long process. It's really cool.
You just see that she kind of stares, and even Governor Albie's like, what?
What the actual...
Xavier zoned out after he's going. Right, yeah, whatever you say, mate.
Magic nerd stuff.
Meanwhile, Valor and Reeve were just, at the beach, collecting shells.
Here's
the
each
episode. To come.
But, right, my lady, we will try to accomplish one, if not more of these tasks. You will know, of course. And,
You are looking for the one who is trying to break or plant real plants in this park. Or so I have been told.
Alright, that's good to know.
Hold up. We make our own option. What if we get you your ambassador back? If he's still alive.
If you can find him and bring him home safely, then yes, I would allow that as a compromise to a fourth option.
What if he dead, though?
If he is dead, then war is going to happen with or without the other governors, and I will make their positions very clear myself. I am only holding my people back by the tiniest of threads. I turn to you as one last-ditch effort to solve this without destroying the city. But rest assured, I will see it destroyed, if I must. And you actually can hear thunder clap and the waves rise. Valor and Reeve, as you guys are outside, you actually notice that the sky has turned black and there are thunder clouds and lightning clouds, and you can actually hear the waves slap against the ships that are at dock. You also note that the orcas are now crying out in very much that Free Willy sad call. That's really disheartening.
Mama's mad.
Hey,
Okay.
We on the beach.
We don't want that. We're going to try and resolve everything cleanly, easily as possible.
Very well.
Right.
If we solve... Hold up. The other question is, if we actually get a chance in an audience, then we can have this all wrapped up and try and figure out a way and possibly get you more information from the inside. Would that also work?
I think those 4 options are the best. But if you can somehow convince the governor to sit down, though I think he is not called a governor. What is he called, Albie? He's called a chancellor. If you can get the Chancellor of Zeleny to agree to meet with me and to discuss possible peace negotiations, then yes, I would approve that as a show of good friendship. However, you have 30 days, 30 suns
30 days.
to get this complete.
30 days and 30 seconds.
30 days, 30 suns, that's what she said.
Okay.
It's another way to count the days.
Yeah, I just thought she said 30 days and 30 seconds, and I went,
If this was Tatooine, we'd be fucked.
That'd be fun as hell.
There are at least 3 suns.
Basically, we have a month to go around, find our way into Sneedville, and stop the guy from, creating...
Yes, to stop Aloysius O'Hare.
Yep.
The whole thing. Once you said make like fake trees and whatnot, it was like, oh god, it's Sneedville all over again.
Right, my lady, we will confer with each other and set sail as soon as we... But will your people be a bother to our ship traveling to and from the island of Zolan?
Not your ship. Though I would not recommend taking your ship into the port of Zoleni itself.
Oh no, we're not planning on, because blockade, yeah.
Yes, to allow you through the blockade would instantly alert everyone. Though there was that ship in the sky that broke our blockade, and I do not appreciate that.
Xavier just does this. Oh, fuck's sake.
We know this man.
Xavier literally goes, oh, fuck's sake.
If they are building ships that can move through the sky, I must act sooner. If I see another one leave, I will act immediately.
Mako and his ship with the SS get bucked.
Okay.
I just saying. Hold up, I just got back and I heard something.
All right, Miss Delphine. I'll be right back. I just leave. I pull out the stone, Olivia.
I slap him across. I literally.
Yeah,
hold up.
I have left the room.
What you heard, Nikki, was that she saw a ship break her blockade by flying over it, and she did not appreciate that. And if she sees another ship leave via sky, she will act immediately, and all bets are off.
I have left the room. Excuse me. And I just pull out the stone, Olivia.
Meanwhile, Sel and Yafta.
I go. Talk to him.
May I,
Yafta, remind me to
Yeah. We have to send a couple letters. Soon.
Hmm.
We only have a certain amount of time.
What were you looking to ask there?
For what?
Oh, I thought you had a question. Never mind.
I have a statement.
Is it a helpful one?
Maybe.
Then speak.
So, we would appreciate it that if you guys, if we're gonna attempt to grant friendship, but in the meantime, it'd be important if you don't start hostile things against certain flags. I have a couple friends that are out and about, and I'd prefer that it was a peaceful engagement, and if you use my name, then it definitely would help.
We will not allow any others to break our blockade again. It has been broken once.
It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that I would prefer that if there's an attempt that maybe don't kill them, if they are particular flags, to go with some friends and...
We do not kill any who try to go through the blockade. We warn them as we see them approach the blockade. If they choose to ignore our warnings, only then do we sink them. We want to do this with as little blood as possible. Blood is not good, for it awakens the things that are deeper in the ocean. And you would not want some of the things from the deep to be awoken.
Oh, trust me, I know.
I wonder how. I wonder why.
That's not what I'm asking is for these particular flags. If they do choose to ignore maybe a possible other warning with use of another flag or a name would be great, because then they know that you guys are friends and it's important.
No. Any who try to break the blockade and ignore our warnings are our enemies, and we must destroy our enemies. I have been too long held back by this quote-unquote civilization. I will not allow my people to continue to die, nor the oceans to continue to die. If you are not with us, then you are against us. Though, I suppose, if they wish to leave and never engage in the conflict again, I would be allowing that.
That's what I'm trying to say, is I want you to let them know that this is serious and that I said so if they're these particular ships.
I'm
trying to help you out as best as I can. I am going out of my way to help you out, right?
Well, you want to get to Zoleni. It is you who needs my help to reach it.
It's...
She's not wrong.
We can always just not go. That's what I'm trying to say.
If that would be an option you would like to take, then you are certainly welcome to do so. I will in 30 days destroy Zoleni if I must, regardless of the outcome.
With your ambassador in it.
He is either dead or severely tortured, and he would rather be dead than allow his life to be used to stay the wrath of the ocean. However, as most of the Deep Song are peaceful by nature, and as most of the others do not wish for violent bloodshed, the Shadow Hunters prefer to be, well, hunting the true threats. Unfortunately, Zoleni has made itself one threat. However, we Steeltooths are leading the charge here.
Is there a possibility that we could speak about this in greater detail after I talk with my friend?
Of course. I am making my home here for another 7 days? 7 suns? Once I have done with my business here, as Albie has assured me that his people will at least assist us by staying out of the way should we make an attack on Zeleny. I plan to go to Hope myself in 7 days, 7 suns, in order to see what can be done. What I have planned will destroy most of the island. I would be sad if Hope were to go with it.
She sounded like a robot.
She doesn't do common very well.
Thank you so much. It is very much appreciated. We will gladly take everything into consideration. You'll know where to find us. We're Vessie's Mercy.
She tilts her head.
What the
I
fuck?
didn't think above dwellers knew of her mercies.
She don't got none.
That's what the above people think. You well, you didn't, but
I am one of the above people.
she then nods. In 7 suns, I plan. After the 7 suns are spent in Hope, I plan to go to Naft myself and undo any intruders that are there. My final trip will be to Luna, to speak to the Masters of Thorns there.
We can talk about this more at a later date. Absolutely. I need to get back to my crew. I need to finish all this stuff. I want to repaint the whole. I gotta.
Of course, Tideborn.
There's so much shit I gotta do right now.
I would warn you, though, that you have a greater stake in this than you think. If the ocean is gone and her power is destroyed, then your power will go away as well.
Sorry, can you say that again?
If
No,
the ocean's power, if the
You go
ocean's
lose your
power
magic.
drains and is drained by this pollution, as it is being in Zeleny, you will find yourself powerless soon enough. Tideborn are most affected when the Mother Ocean is sick.
No wonder your roles have been shit lately.
The Tideborn of my tribe cannot use some of their most powerful magics within the poisoned waters near Zeleny as is. That is why I will have to attack the island itself, not just cause the waves to swallow the city. And it is the thorns that will help me do this.
Been on fucking hold for 5 minutes. Come on, Olivia.
I will
If
speak
you're
with you
trying to
later,
reach, if you're trying to reach Olivia, hang up and dial again.
how do you feel about dinner? Does that sound
I
like
eat
you
food.
put us over dinner?
Though, would we be eating a land food or a ocean food?
Whatever you
Yes.
prefer. I don't mind.
Ocean food is better. Albie actually just nods his head. She's right. It is 100%.
I prefer surf and turf myself.
I look at Albie. I want to I've probably had ocean food before.
Oh yeah. So ocean food basically refers to anything that comes out of the ocean and is not out of a farm.
You have had fish.
You have had fish. You have had seaweed. You have had. You even had pudding made from milk of whales.
Me.
Whale milk. Okay.
Have you never had whale milk before? It's delicious.
It's kind of.
I don't usually go underwater.
It's excessively thick. It's so weird.
Basically, for anyone who wants an understanding of what she means by
But-
seafood,
But
definitely.
milk the whales, or you just suck it out of their titties?
Yeah, duh. They're still mammals.
Okay.
Moving
I
on
mean,
from that
There are people who drink
No.
milk directly out of a cow's udder.
No. I do not wish to continue this conversation.
Please,
But for anyone who is curious as what kind of is meant by ocean food, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is the perfect reference here.
Okay. Anyway,
I go. That is. I don't.
Then I shall see you
I'm fine
at
with
sunset.
continuing all day.
Where?
At the docks, of course.
Lovely. I'll see you then.
If you don't hunt your food, you don't eat.
I think that's what's going to end up happening. How long is this whole threat?
Meanwhile, during this whole interaction, Valor and Reeve, what are the two of you doing?
Reeve, like, once he's, like, taken out, Reeve has his, like, arms crossed, he's kind of like, I can't believe it won't let me go in there. But I'm good at what I do. All I have to do is stay quiet. I don't know what I do. Make a comment about the weird tentacle ball, and all of a sudden they don't want me in there.
When was last time you stayed quiet?
I know, Reed. It's they won't let me in there mostly because I'm way.
Because you're too honest.
I'm way too honest in this band of pirates.
Privateers.
Yeah, that's kind of an issue. Have you ever tried to lie?
I can't.
That sounds like a lie already. See, you're doing it.
I am bound by oath to never tell lies.
Okay, so, like, what if your mom came and she, like, wore, like, a dress that made her look really, really bad? Like, it was super, super unflattery. Like, it looked gross. Are you gonna tell your mom that it looks really gross?
Yes.
Or are you gonna say it makes her still look pretty?
I'll tell her it looks good.
Okay, and what if Niafta comes up to you and she has, like, toilet paper hanging off her... Does she have hooves or does she have claws?
I will say, none of your tenants say you cannot lie.
I interpret my tenants as I see fit, and I'm going to go with.
I also want to point out that if that is the case, then we can definitely ask you if you have one penis or two penises, and you have to tell us the truth.
I mean, he can refuse to answer questions.
I can refuse to answer questions.
Then why is he always telling everybody about our business?
But Vex, enlighten, shed the light of knowledge on the darkness of ignorance wherever you travel.
What do you need
I know, I've already had this conversation with them.
We are ignorant of this fact.
There's a reason why his tenants are posted on my wall, so that I can point it to him when he's being hypocritical.
You can stay ignorant to that fact. You're not allowed to know.
Anyway.
Alright. Then how about...
We just pulled the Uno reverse card.
Shh.
Well, how about we just go to the beach and we just collect shells? Because I haven't been able to do that in a long time. And if they're gonna make us dilly-dally, then I'm gonna dilly-dally by scavenging shells on the beach.
Excellent.
Yeah. There's a beach over there.
It is a seaport town. It'd be kind of disappointing if they didn't have a beach.
Yeah. So we're gonna scavenge there, and maybe we'll find something super, super cool.
Like an old rusty magic sword, that'd be interesting.
Like an old rusty what?
An old rusty big sword, I will definitely give it to you.
I heard Megazord. I was like, what the fuck?
Rangers assemble.
If we find a piece of Voltron, we'll definitely share it together.
It's called Gogotron.
Sorry, I like Voltron more.
I mean, you're entitled to be wrong.
It would be interesting to find an ancient sword.
Well, if there's an ancient sword, I'll definitely give it to you. If you see something that's related to me, then you would give it to me, right?
Like arrowheads, bow strings.
Yeah. And everything that isn't a sword.
Right. I'll look at that.
See? You're pretty good at lying. You did it right now. Can we roll to see what the hell we find at the
Sure,
beach?
both of you can roll investigation checks.
Hell yeah. If we get a nat 20, can one of us find an ancient sword?
I mean, maybe, maybe not. You never know.
We'll see. Roll.
That ain't happening.
Do we find an ancient sword?
It's great. You don't even find shells.
So you find a lot of old, rusted fish hooks, like old fishing line. You find like nets that are completely unsalvageable. You find like splinters of wood. And it's actually, you're like halfway through the beach or across the beach when the sky turns black, the ocean like roars, and high tide suddenly comes in.
I kind of look over at Reeve. I'm like, okay, don't be disappointed because you haven't found any shells.
Do it this time. I don't remember the last time I was able to do this. I did it when I was younger.
Right. Anyways, back to cleaning up the beach because that seems to be all we're doing.
You do, however, as you guys are, moving around. Valor, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Oh boy.
Really, that's a 2 there, sir.
You do find something interesting. You see a wooden prosthetic nose that has what little remains of a leather cord. It is soaking wet. It is moss covered. You think even there, you can actually see there's a barnacle on one side of it. But it's a wooden nose. It's a prosthetic nose.
The hell is this? Did Davy Jones lose his fucking nose or something?
Did Davy Jones have a nose?
I don't know. Last I heard, his head turned into an octopus.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm good.
You sure? You sure about that?
No, I'm never good.
I can. When it comes to reference drops, I got you covered.
I'm glad you got me covered.
But yeah, that's about what you find.
Well, again, all we can really do is clean up the beach while the other 3 yahoos talk to, well, the most...
Wow, calling them yahoos, how rude.
I mean, they cleaned up a lot of this beach already, and they're still not out. Oh, there's nothing really here.
Can I see the lodge from here?
Can you see what?
Can I see the lodge?
The lodge?
The hall! Yeah, you can see it from here.
Well, they're still not out.
Can I see Xavier standing outside by this point?
Probably they see Xavier.
Yeah, you actually do see that he is outside. Yes.
How far is he away?
Xavier, how far are you away from the lodge or the hall?
By the entrance to the courtyard.
So he's probably about 150, 175 feet, somewhere in there.
How far can you throw a stone?
Not that far.
Yeah, not that.
Sorry
I
for
mean,
wasting your time, Valor.
Oofda.
I wanted to find something cool, and all we found was Davy Jones's wooden nose.
Why? Why the assumption it belongs to Davy Jones?
Why not?
Why not? We don't know who it belongs to. It looks old.
Okay, that's actually a very fair point. Why not?
Because it sounds cooler than what it obviously is, just a wooden nose.
The last person who probably owned it is at the bottom of the sea lately.
I'm just gonna say.
Telling me that whenever people die, they just become Davy Jones.
I'm just gonna say, we find Zara's prosthetic foot, and then we find the rest of the body.
I love it.
Okay, so I was gonna try and throw a stone and try and get Xavier's attention, but then I'm thinking too far.
I could probably just go over there, you know?
He's 150 feet. If I shout loud enough, can he hear me?
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that wooden crossbow.
I'm kind of over by the beach. I put down the scrap that we picked up, and I kind of just cut my hands around my mouth. I'm like, Xavier, you busy?
Xavier, roll a perception check.
Yeah, because I'm on the phone on wait.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to place a call, please hang up and try again.
13.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything as you take out the little pendant and with the little sending stone on it, and you call Olivia. What do you say to send the message first?
I just go, Olivia, you there?
The message comes back. What do you want?
Sorry, I kind of need to talk to Mako. It's important.
Well, Captain Mako is indisposed at the moment. What do you need?
Right. You guys still in Zolan, right? In Zoleni, right?
Technically speaking.
Are you in the port of Zoleni?
No.
Did you leave already?
No.
Alright, so you're there on about. You know the blockade? Yeah, you flew over it.
Yes, that's exactly why we know about it. Is because we had to fly over it.
Yeah. Right, do you have any plans to leave anytime soon?
Not anytime soon. Gizmo says it'll take at least another week to fix the flying mechanism.
Right. Because, we're here in Tideport.
What the hell are you doing there? Didn't you guys say you were going somewhere else?
Yeah, some jobs came up. Need to go to Zelene. A quick thing.
Oh.
But anyway, we kind of crashed for about a week. Some shit happened. We are here, and we kind of just been talking with the leader of the Okana.
Oh yeah, she must be pretty pissed off.
Oh, she's fucking miffed.
Yeah, not my problem.
Not your problem. Yeah, but the thing is, if you lads, they know about the flying ship.
Well, of course they know. We flew over it.
Yeah, they saw. Yeah, but she just said, if I see that ship break the blockade again, Zeleni's fucking toast.
How is Zeleni toast? They don't have any druids that powerful.
I thought she said she was going to destroy the ship.
You don't know what she meant.
No, that's out of character. Sorry.
From what I remember, she just said it breaks the blockade. So I'm being aggressive towards the entire island. That's what I got, right?
No, what she said is I'm going to destroy them. You don't know if she's referring to the island or the ship.
Right, it was quite ambiguous. I don't know if they referred to the city and the island itself. You lads.
Oh, destroying us would be a lot easier than destroying an island.
Yeah, so just giving a mate a warning. Don't try and fuck up the blockade unless you might be fucked up. I don't know. I don't know what they're capable of.
Fine. I'll talk to the captain, but, well, we'll be at least another 2 weeks out if he's where I think he is.
Alright, get to know, but yeah.
Homeboy waist deep in whale milk. I'm so sorry.
Is Mr. Sanyan around?
No, he's currently gathering stories and telling stories in the taverns.
Alright. When he's around, call me, alright? I really need to fucking talk to him.
I mean, okay, I guess. I didn't give this to you so we could chat like friends.
I know. Hey, I think I'm trying to do you a favor, nothing in return.
Well, okay, that's a little different then.
But it would mean a lot if I could speak to Mr. Sanyan as soon as possible.
Fine. And
just hangs up on me.
Well, you feel the energy go out because technically you only have unlimited access for a minute every day.
Yeah.
But
that's why Xavier was like stumbling over words. Just like
yeah. But so for a minute out of every day, you can basically have two-way communication for that whole minute.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's.
All right.
Yeah, I feel the energy to go there, and I go, do I see a snake being an annoying ass in the distance?
Motherfucker!
Eventually, yeah, as you...
You can insult me without me knowing, but he can't insult you?
I mean, right?
Yeah,
but eventually...
Right?
Shh. Only people in the scene to be talking, please.
Yeah, do I see a snake being an annoying ass in the distance?
Yeah, eventually you see Valor, like, on the beach, standing as tall as he can, trying to get your attention.
You see Reeve waving.
I wave to Reeve, and I just look at Valor and give him the... as I walk up.
Valor kind of
Completely silent like that.
No, he just went...
That doesn't sound okay because you're silent.
Don't want to talk about it.
That means it didn't go good.
Okay, so what does the Orca leader want us to do in order for us to, remain living?
Oh no, they're fine with us. Let's wait for Sal to get back here.
Oh.
About another 5 or so minutes pass, and you see Sal and Nyafta emerge.
Right, so we have 4 options.
So, do you all reconvene back on the Mercy?
Yeah.
I'm like, we need to get on the ship and tell everybody. It is important.
By the way, Sal, I spoke to Olivia and told them not to take off.
Good, because I'm trying to figure out a way to basically give them diplomatic immunity if we do this favor.
Yeah, that's why she went. Oh, if that ship takes off, I'll destroy them. That's why. Oh yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, but I did not want you to throw that card out the window and let them know that we had a stake in this.
No, I did not tell them that we had a stake in it. I'm just gonna. I just say we just talk to them because we have a job up here.
Not the people you talked to on the phone. I was talking to the people that we were talking through, the people that had all the power, the people that are going to destroy the people that we don't want them to destroy.
Oh, right. I just said, excuse me. They don't fucking know what I was
extremely flustered the second they said a word. You couldn't have waited on like another word, like the or and or.
Yeah, when destruction of either our mates or an island's at stake, I'm trying to prevent the thing that might happen as soon as possible.
I don't think they care. The only thing they care about is actually destroying everybody that's involved, right?
Destruction of an island?
Yeah, apparently they could do that.
And you didn't want me in on this meeting because
I didn't know they were going to do that.
And you're right on this cunt.
I respect it to be way worse.
I respectfully agree with you.
How does this work? If you would have said half of the things that you probably would have wanted to say to them, they would have killed us.
You, more likely. Either way, we have 4 options, you said, Xavier?
Yeah, 4 options. Option 1, convince the Governor of Hope to be on their side and with friends.
Chancellor.
No, Governor of Hope. Not
Governor of Hope.
Governor of Hope. Governor of Hope to be on their side. Option 2, we go arson some logging camps and ships.
Maybe killing some people. Probably killing some people.
Probably killing some people.
Have these people done it? Have these people done anything worth killing?
Fuck up the ecosystem of the island.
Literally just burning down literally chopping down a whole bunch of trees and then burning them near the water, and it's polluting the water.
Okay, so most things any regular logger would do.
Yeah, it's making them upset though.
Yeah, it's fucking killing these people. Third option. Commit terrorism. Yeah.
Right.
But the terrorism that we found on the second one doesn't involve killing anybody.
Doesn't involve killing anyone if we do it right.
Emphasis on doing it right.
Fourth option, get the Chancellor of the whole kit and caboodle to sit down and have peace talks, and probably get their ambassador there that's not returned back.
Hopefully he's still alive, because if he's dead, then they're killing. Yeah, because if he's dead...
If he's dead,
then they're just destroying the island anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't
So
there an overall rule that you just kill the messenger?
No one follows. No one follows that.
You don't kill the messenger.
Oh.
It's amazing. No one follows that rule.
That's
I thought it was you kill the messenger.
Okay, so the way I see this,
we're fucked.
We have to go to. Well, if we want to do anything in Zeleny, yes, we have to do one of these, if not all of them.
Yeah, and I quite enjoy living not at the mercy of a giant tentacle monster.
We all would.
We're not bound by the tentacle monster. Point aside.
Oh, I am.
I'm bound by the tentacle monster.
Nani? Okay, so we have to stop at Hope. Either way. Because I doubt they're gonna let us try and go straight to Zeleny.
I'm okay with terrorism.
Oh no, going to Zeleny, we need to stop at Hope because we cannot go through the blockade.
We have to go through Hope. We cannot go through. We can't even go through the Gemneckle Pass.
Might as well talk to them at Hope. And if anything goes bad, then we just commit.
Isn't Hope where all the people are trying to kill people?
No.
Like in the cities area.
No. That's
also probably if they continue the way they're continuing, I become useless again.
Oh yeah, I wasn't there for that part.
Okay. Well, let's try and think of this logically then, right? We have to have a path. How long do we have to get any of this done?
30 days.
30 days. If we can get this done, prevent war within 30 days, a lot of innocent lives will be spared. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Yes.
So we might have to kill some people.
Yeah, kill the few bad people to save the good ones.
I would prefer not to, but like...
For once, we agree on something. But push come to shove.
Shoot them in the face.
I think that we don't have to kill people who are literally just doing their job.
We just have to destroy their
shit, scare them off.
Who probably won't fight back? I'd rather just commit terrorism.
Well, let's try again. Let's think of this logically. We have to go to Hope, so let's start there.
Hey, Cap, how about this? Hope, try and convince the guy. If we do it, great. Then we go to Naft. Try and deal with the loggers.
I say that. Wait, where is that? Hold on.
We try and deal with the loggers. It's in the north.
I have all the areas circled.
I would rather just go immediately to Zeleny and do the thing, because that's...
We can do Naft once we get Zeleny covered. It would take
I say we start at Hope and we work our way from there. Sound good? I say that we don't even do Naft at all, because I'd rather not...
That's good. So, are we leaving tonight or in the morning?
Well, we need to get rid of those barnacles I was talking about. That's really important. And we also want to make sure we repaint the hull. There's some leaks.
We do not have enough time to do that.
It literally takes a day if we all work hard. Or 2 days if I work hard.
Repainting the hull would take a day. Yeah, he is right about that.
Right.
Repainting the hull would take a day. It would probably take several days to get rid of all the barnacles.
I mean, you can do the two projects together.
Unless Thok takes off.
Unless we say Thok can't do it.
So you say Thok can't do it. Exactly.
Okay. Let's not let Thok hear that, because he's probably going to already be in the water trying to get him off.
You know what? I never thought that maybe I could just say Thok couldn't do it, and then I could actually have some time to read my book.
Right. I do have some schematics to go through.
We need to look through that stuff. Also, I need to be able to put this thing, as I hold up a silver coin, into a little metal ball. That's more of a personal thing. put it on
into a metal ball.
Yeah, so sort of like a bell, but silent.
Excuse me, you want to put a silver piece
It's important.
into an opaque metal ball.
Don't worry about it.
I'll do it.
Alright, let's just focus on...
I also need to be able to reattach this as I hold up my arcane signet thing. A little gem.
You're gonna tap for a mana?
It's gonna tap 1 mana of any choice that I decide.
Okay, can we just, like...
I need this also on a... I would like both of them to be on a bracelet again. I kind of got rid of my copper wire.
You have to roll for perception.
Thank you. Something.
Wait, hold on.
So we need to go over that.
Oh, you all. Doesn't Cell also have a date tonight?
You have dinner date. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can figure out what we're doing and in what order, and maybe try and negotiate a way to, maybe not have all of our friends die if things go south.
Ooh.
15. Nice.
Do I have advantage? No.
No. As you're moving... Excuse me. As you're kind of, listening in and, quietly just there as part of the group, you notice that Tiny Sensei is nowhere to be seen. You notice at some point that he has disappeared. Falk is still there, and he's actually kind of hanging out next to you. As you actually kind of realize that you have become the de facto Cade when Cade's not around.
Yeah.
When Tiny Sensei gone, Horty Sensei do.
Double entendres there.
That's pretty good.
Hello on pump.
As you're, as you're standing there, you're not quite sure where he ran off to or why he ran off, but you notice that Tiny Sensei is now missing, and Thok has kind of just stood next to you, on the ship.
He must know something.
Maybe.
Hey,
But-
Thok. Have you seen Tiny Sensei around?
He looks at you confused. I don't. Oh, Kite. Yeah, I synced him.
Do you know where he
He's
is
just
now?
over there. Not
No,
kind of short guy,
he looks around.
Knife, sneaks around. That guy, that's Cade? Yeah, I've seen him.
And then he kind of leans into you and whispers in your ear, and you have to... But, he puts both of his massive hands on either side of one of your ears, and it's it's very clear he's not used to whispering.
Yeah.
He says he has the business in the port. Something about getting some puffer fish. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that.
Okay. Then let's just wait for him to come back.
Can we eat the puffer fish?
No.
Probably. I mean, if he gets it, he might not get it in the end. Let's see.
That would be really sad. Cade go out to get the puffer fish, and then he can't get them. That'd be sad.
Not very like him, right? He always gets what he wants, but it is possible too.
That would be really sad. I'd feel bad. I'd have to go get him a puffer fish. They funny fish, so they normally just swimming around, and then all of a sudden they just poof.
Yeah, I know. I've seen them.
I always thought they was gonna explode. What's my cannon do?
But they won't.
I know, it scared me the first time I seen it. But that was just the first time. The rest of the time, it's kind of funny.
It is.
protect Thok at all costs. He's too innocent.
No, he isn't. He's just simple.
He has killed so many people.
Yeah, he has killed more people than than all of you combined.
Mm.
That's saying something.
I haven't killed a lot of people. I try not to kill people. I'm really good at not killing people.
I know. That's why I said.
I'm really good at not getting killed.
What'd you say, Xavier?
People.
What time is it about now?
It's like mid-afternoon.
Alright, can I go do a quick round, see if there's any, like, shopping spots that I can do? Because I need to get some supplies.
There is a general store. You did pass it on the way to the hall. It's called the Fisherman's Fancy.
Okay.
Do you announce that you're going to Do you announce that you're going to get supplies?
Yes.
I kind of hand you the bag of scrap, and I'm like, see if they'll do something with this.
Well, I fucking can do something with this. What the fuck?
I mean, sure, you could probably melt it down if you had a smelter.
We do.
I
A lot of
do.
It does.
Have you not been downstairs?
I generally don't go anywhere near his room.
Mm.
Literally, I have like a little setup of the Tinker's tools that has,
It's
that little pot, a little fire.
Well, these aren't made of lead. That's the thing.
Well, he still has a portable smelter. It just will take him a while.
Okay, you said this was what, like a bunch of like fishing wire, fishing nets.
Yeah, it's a bunch of rusted out fishing hooks, like bits of fishing like fishing twine, and old pieces of net that are like unusable.
And then I just kind of like and see if anyone recognizes this thing. And I hold up the prosthetic nose.
Why do you
Not even gonna ask.
I'm curious. Why do you have that? Because you have to answer me now.
Reeve wanted to go shell hunting, and this is what we found.
Alright.
I'm disappointed in myself.
I just wanted to make sure you didn't take it off of somebody.
It's old and looks like it's been under the ocean for at least 300
People wear
years.
weird shit.
But
Exhibit
Yeah.
A!
I go to the
Point at my
general
hat.
store.
With the fishing hooks and the prosthetic nose.
No, I just leave those shits in my bag because I can make use of them.
Yeah, including the prosthetic nose.
Yeah.
Alright. You're not gonna see if anyone recognizes it.
Nope.
Alright, everybody. Chop chop. We need to make sure we get everything handled. Alright, let's either start dry docking or anyone who can actually hold their breath long enough and can see underwater and yada yada yada. You get the idea. Start removing the barnacles so we can start sealing up.
I figure it'd be better for dry dock because most of us can't hold our breath longer than 10 minutes.
Mm.
You
You
guys
need to hold
can't
your-
hold
you
your
only need to-
breath. You guys
You-
have to hold your breath?
You breathe underwater.
I can go 2
Yeah, that's
minutes.
what I meant.
That is-
Well, it's 1 minute plus Constitution modifier, so I can do 3.
I think
Yeah.
I can just do 2.
I think it's better we dry dock. When's low tide?
Oh no, I can only do 1. Okay.
You guys have to breathe?
Yes, most of us
Yeah.
do.
Breathing is typically important, yes.
But, like, you guys can't just breathe underwater?
No,
we have
we're
gills?
not good for that.
What does it look like?
Well,
Sorry, that was
See,
me. I'm sorry.
most of creatures that has the nostrils right here are meant to breathe air. When you have your nostrils right here, like you can breathe
you
water.
have nostrils.
You have
You're-
both. That's why you can breathe air and water.
Okay, again, we
Does
would
mean
have to
that
dry
I'm
dock.
the only one taking the barnacles off the lower ship.
No, I was planning on doing it in the water while we were moving, because I can definitely do it. But if no one else wants to do it,
And I
you guys
can't.
can wait until dry dock.
1 minute is not gonna be enough.
I'm not expecting you to do it. All right, everyone over.
All right.
Let's
So,
start grabbing the stuff.
Xavier, you're going to
I'm gonna
fish.
say- oh, my bad.
You're going to Fisherman's Fancy?
Yep.
All right.
I do want to mention that as I do start gathering everybody up, I got double portion of the choice rum afterwards. Get cracking.
Yes, rum! Says Thok as he jumps over the side of the ship and like has a barnacle scraper and gets to work. I got the rum and the rum's for me. And he's just singing that as he's peeling away barnacles. And you can hear him singing, and like other people are like looking over and seeing him sing and are like, what the fuck? Like, it is off pitch, it is off key, it is loud.
It's a song he made up and he's still off key.
Yup. And it doesn't rhyme, and it is literally he is literally, I got the rum and the rum's for me, rum, 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 rum. And that's the whole song. And it's on repeat.
He continues singing it. Wait, hold up. Does he keep singing it even when he's underneath the water?
He doesnn't go underneath the water. He only gets to the barnacles that he can see above the water. And just break the surface. Or that he can basically lie on the dock and reach. He has no way to breathe underwater.
Oh, I don't either, but I'm still choosing to go underwater.
Alright. But Xavier, you hear him singing this song as you're walking away, and it is loud. You can hear like in town. And you're like, Jesus. You can't hear the words, but you hear his loud just braying.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the fuck? But
I actually would like to go over to some of the nearby Orkana and ask if they'd be willing to help us.
As you approach one of the Orkana to ask, they direct you to a group of kids who actually have a little sign that says barnacle scraping, 10 silvers.
I only pay in rum right now.
I actually take coin from my own pocket and give them 5 gold.
Hey! You're not allowed to give people money like that.
Yeah, it is. This is personal money. Shut up.
I am. It's my money.
Yeah, but they're not allowed to help.
Watch them help.
Yeah, giving them 5 gold, they just start going at it. And you notice that all of these kids, most of them are sirens, sea elves. You even see one water dwarf kid. But the other humans just carry the buckets and the little barnacle scrapers. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Thus the knowledge you can outsource.
Yep. However, Xavier, as you go to Fisherman's Fancy, inside you see a creature you have not seen before. Dun 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 dun. You actually see a no, actually you might have seen one of them before, but his skin is pale gray. He's wearing a kilt with nothing on top. And you can see, like, hanging on the wall is a cloak made of seal skin. And he just kind of looks at you. Welcome to Fisherman's Fancy. How can I help you?
What's he look like, then?
He's a pale gray human-looking person. His hair is white, like Snow White. And his eyes are gray.
I think we have seen one of these.
But he's about 5'10".
All right.
Can I help you?
I have blanked. I don't know what this guy is.
Silky.
Oh, thank you.
We have seen one of them before because there was the lady in Zabro.
Yeah. Anyway, right. Afternoon, mate. I came here to look for some supplies, general building, and if you have anything interesting.
I've got a couple of interesting knickknacks, though I don't know how useful they might be to one such as yourself. You don't seem like the knick-knack collecting type.
I collect many things.
Fair point. He pulls up three very odd... actually, four very odd items. One is an hourglass, except there's not sand in it. It's water.
Nice.
Okay.
The other is a seashell, and as he puts it down, he like cups his hand over it, and you can see that it is very faintly glowing in the dark. Like,
okay.
Like basically no brighter than a glow stick.
Alright.
He also pulls out a... Let me see. Hold on.
I wanted that. I want that one.
Yeah, that one. He pulls out a ring.
Okay, ring.
And he places a... he pulls out a parrot's feather. Oh, one last thing he pulls out is an eye patch.
Alright.
These things are very interesting.
Alright.
Like, hugely so. But that's about the most interesting things I have.
Can I just do an Arcana check, just to see if there's anything that radiates a glint of spice, magic spice?
Magic
Sure.
Spice.
Go ahead.
Magic
Those
spice, like
worms
the
on
sixth
sand
spice.
planet? Get out?
Magic spice. It's the fourth flavor.
It's the sixth spice.
It's that
Girl.
one drug, right? That the worms.
22!
There you go.
The ring and the parrot's feather are slightly magical. The seashell that glows in the dark seems to be bioluminescence, not magical in any way. The eye patch is just an eye patch, but he says for some reason it's really interesting.
Alright. And the hourglass is just water, right?
Yeah, it uses water instead of sand to tell the time. Which, I mean, is interesting. Like, it's an ingenious little device, but other than that, it's not much.
Right.
It's just a device.
Okay, so first of all, how much would it run me for, like, just a couple of materials to build what Sal asked me to build?
Probably a gold piece for the materials. And that's
Okay.
only because they're rare here.
Okay. How much would you like for the lot? Of the interesting things.
Two. I'll give all of them to you for a gold piece.
Alright. I'll take him. And also, do they have, like, does he have, like, a studded leather suit?
Yeah, he's got studded leather. Although, he also has other items of interest.
What do you have, mate? What do you have? I'm here to listen.
If you're looking for armor, I've got some interesting stuff here. You said you was looking for studded leather, right? But I got this for you. It actually works a little better. At least it's fabulouser looking. And he pulls out a heavy coat, and it's made of leather. This is a heavy leather coat, and it's just as good as studded leather, but it don't weigh as much, and it's classier looking. Plus,
Like, it's reminiscent of my trench coat that I have.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But it actually has an armor class. So so studded leather armor and the heavy leather coat have the same AC, 12 plus Dex mod.
12 plus 8. Okay.
The leather coat is 10 pounds as opposed to 13 for the studded leather, but the heavy leather coat does cost 5 more gold pieces. However, it's also not. It doesn't look like armor. Like, you're not obviously wearing armor if you're wearing a leather coat.
Okay. Okay. So
I've also
it's
got
2 gold,
this.
It's 2 gold for the material and the knickknacks.
Yes.
Okay.
It would be 50 gold for the coat.
So that's 52. Okay.
He also pulls out a uniform, and you realize that this is a Zeleni military corps uniform. There was one point where Zeleni did have an armed constabulary.
A presence here, yeah.
Well, not so much a presence outside of Zeleni, but all of the islands that make up the country of Zolen all used to be united.
Do I know if this uniform is still in use?
History check.
Because it's gonna be funny if it is. 5, but
You have no idea.
Damn.
Do you know if the... I'm asking him. You know if the Zolan people are still using that uniform?
Oh, not at all. They got some new fancy duds, and but I mean it looks nice.
You know what it looks like?
Not at all. I know it's got a lot of purples.
A lot of purple. Wow.
Yep, something about purple that fancy folk love.
Fair. So,
Purple's pretty cool.
by the way,
Seen as royalty.
I would like to also acquire 20 more, 40 more worth of lead, 40 bullet worth.
You can acquire 20 bullet worth.
Can I acquire 20 bullet worth?
Yeah, he doesn't have much in the way of lead.
So it's 5 silver?
Yes.
Okay. I would also like a set of dice.
5 copper pieces.
5 copper pieces. Sorry, 2 sets, so a silver.
Yeah.
Do you perchance have a hurdy-gurdy?
Oh, what?
With those instruments that you kind of crank and press some keys.
And he like shakes his
You
head.
wrecked his brain.
What do you say, sorry?
He just kind of shakes his head. I'm not yet. I don't think so.
Can I look around?
Yeah, you
if I find
you
one?
don't find any musical instruments here.
Ah, damn. But
Not gonna get anything for me.
why do you fucking think I got the knickknacks?
Aww.
Also, anything else that like catches the eye in the store, or just
He has
regular stuff?
his fishing material seems to be pretty impressive. Like he has any fishing material you could want. But
Okay.
other than that, not really.
Fishing. It's gonna be for fishing.
Alright, so it'd be 52 gold and 7 silver?
Yep.
Right. Mate,
What's he buying?
You
Hold up, what I miss?
you seem to be fantastic. But, well, wait, just because I'm curious, how much would you part with the uniform for?
Oh, that let's say for such a good customer, I'll say 5 gold pieces.
Alright. You know, I'm definitely shopping here when we pass through port again. So, how about 50 for the whole lot?
I like odd numbers. 51.
Deal.
Smart. Very clever. You could have said, what about 49? Right?
No. I like this guy. I like this guy.
Yeah. Good seller.
And he smiles. Thank you. Come again to the Fisherman's Fancy.
I definitely will, mate. Definitely will.
He nods. Oh, and if you see any seals, don't club them.
Don't love the sales.
Wasn't planning to.
never
Thank
told
you.
this to me.
Thank you.
Don't worry, we only buy their skins after they're made into something.
Oh God.
Thank God Cell's not there to fuck that up.
Wow.
I literally bought 2 sets of dice because I'm gonna try and load one of them.
Fucking.
Yeah, you can't take the crime out of it, man.
Right. Does anyone else want to do anything in town, or is it mostly just prepping the ship?
Prepping the ship. That's what I'm doing. It'll take me
I
all
am
day to
pretty
prep the
much
ship.
just waiting back for Kay. He might come with some news or something he might want to share.
Roll a perception check.
How's the
Okay.
debarkling going?
It's going.
Um,
Like Thok is doing the above the water line, and the other
Underwater.
children are doing the under the water line.
I would like to start. I'm also doing below the waterline.
Okay.
I like
the
to just
does
watch,
not.
like-
The after does not find anyone.
Yeah, after you're just kind of watching Thok, like, and hearing his song, and you're like, there has to be something I can do for this poor man. This song has to, like, this is such a bad song. Like, I don't know how he invented this song, and he's off rhythm, off key, and off pitch, but something has to be done.
If it makes him happy, but yeah, I'm just gonna try to sing after him and trying to give him some actual like
Oh fuck.
proper intonation.
Roll a
Sorry,
performance check. What?
Sorry,
For
Brent. Because I just forgot. Could I also sell my leather armor that I have on?
Yeah.
For how much? What do you?
He
Oh,
was.
damn, they get that 25 in there.
I'm telling you.
He gives you 10 gold pieces for it.
All right. So I'm back up to 75. Great.
So you make the song bearable, Nyafta. You're able to give him enough backup and enough actual music and timing to like get him on time. You can't do anything for his tone because he's tone deaf as
Yeah.
fuck. But you're able to like give him proper timing, proper cadence, and it's really important. And you make the song less of a bunch of yowling and more like an actual like broady, half drunken song.
I want to pop up out of the water and just be like,
Enjoying
why
your
is
swim.
Thok's song worse now? I liked it better before.
You were underwater, dummy.
I mean, sound travels in water.
Not
But-
well.
Not well. It's severely
well.
muffled.
It's the difference between and the Song of the Sirens in Harry Potter.
So it was hourglass that uses water, bioluminescent shell, a ring, an eye patch, parrot feather.
Yep.
By the way, something that you absolutely
What
know
else?
about
There was
Cell
one
is
more.
they
There were
love little-
6 things.
By the way,
The armor.
wait. At some point, you probably have figured out that Cell
on the
does
knickknacks.
create little
thing.
perpetual motion machines out of ice and little knickknacks to put on their desk.
Let's see. The
Hourglass shell, feather, ring, eye patch. There was
the
one more.
shell. Give me a second.
Yeah.
A ring, a parrot's feather, and an eye patch. Nope, that's it. It was only 5 items.
Oh, only 5? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was originally 4. I bumped it up to 5 because these are fun.
Sure. I have to go through them with Valor because he's the guy that identifies shit.
However, Nyafta, as you're singing, you helping Thok, and he seems to be happy enough.
For him, I'm singing with him, not over him.
Exactly. And you guys are kind of just, singing away and get to working, and the debarnacling is going by pretty quick. The children seem to be really good at it. Most of them can also breathe underwater, so they don't have to, keep coming up for air.
3 seconds, or every 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think the most entertaining thing is us like debarnacling, and then you just see the captain going.
Once every 3 minutes. So like, It's a bit.
It's a journey.
Hey Xavier, you arrive back at the ship. You can find Valor pretty easy.
I can't expect to tell my crew to go debarnacle a ship and not also do the same thing.
Meanwhile, Xavier has fucked off
and is now coming back.
And I have not entered the water. This is like I outsourced.
Yes.
We're literally just Reeve and the kids.
Yeah. Smarter.
Reeve, the kids, and
see how long you last.
Yeah, Reeve, the kids, and yeah. But anyway, Xavier, you return.
I'm gonna say 3 minutes is a decent amount of time to be able to hold
everyone, I'm back, and I got goodies. And by the way, I'm wearing a stylish leather coat.
It looks good. It is wood colored, but it is thick.
I pop up out of the water. I'm like, yo, Xavier, dig in the coat. But the whole thing where you actually have to work.
I was getting shit to do the thing you asked me to.
I know. That gets done during your free time, which isn't your free time anymore.
Right. By the way, I got everyone gifts.
The moment. All right, here we go. The moment.
Thank you.
You suddenly see Reeve zoom out of the water.
Just Jaws out of the water.
I'm just like slither back a few steps, just let the shark boy land on the elf.
I literally just go
in front of Xavier, and it's just like, I heard gifts.
Thank you, I appreciate it. But we need to make sure that you know how to handle sea stuff. One of them is debarnacling a ship while it's moving. This is suit-up moving.
First of all, I'm just gonna hand this stuff out. I go over you, whilst you're in the water. I just put an eye patch over your eye.
Who? The captain?
Yeah.
So, Cell, you find you can actually see through the eye patch just fine.
I hate this.
It's yours now. By the way, the things that were magical was the ring and the feather, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, you're looking more like a captain.
I go to Reeve, and I give him the bioluminescent shell.
I'm surprised you didn't put the feather in my hat.
No, you already have a feather.
That and you're not wearing your hat right now.
Sure hope you're not wearing your hat while you're doing this.
Niafta, I got you the hourglass that uses water.
Nice. I appreciate it.
As you keep time of it, Niafta, you can count that it's a 5-minute hourglass.
Alright. That's gonna be useful.
And I go over to the snake and I just give him a set of dice.
You now have a set of dice there, Valor. They're carved of wood.
These are actually really good. These are
I'm gonna
pretty
add
good
that to
quality.
my inventory if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please do. That's why I fucking got him. It's not for it to be forgotten.
Okay.
I take the eye patch off of my head. I hand it back to Xavier. I'm like, can you keep this safe for me?
I will. Don't worry. It will bring your whole getup so much better together.
Fucking hate it.
That being said,
thank you for the gift, but I fucking hate it.
that all being said, thank you for the gift, Xavier. And it seems that Cell wants you in the water. Can you swim?
You'll learn.
Sure.
I literally just get. It literally looks like I get shot out of the water. Just like the water literally picks me up and places me on.
If you push me into the water, you're gonna get stabbed because I won't be able to shoot you.
Reeve goes in front.
Here's the thing. It's not.
It's like, no, he doesn't swim. That's my job.
I need to make sure he doesn't drown if something bad happens.
I did grow up near a fucking smuggler's cove near the shore. I do know how to swim.
Then hop in.
Good.
Take off your coat. Get rid of your hat.
I'm gonna go put my guns inside.
I can take care of that for you.
He's not getting in the water. He paid some kids. He literally just outsourced some child labor shit.
Let the kids work. Fucking hell, we have a child aboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and the child is actually like, hilariously, the child is actually rigged up Fox ropes that is like holding him up so he can like move.
Yeah. I kind of call up. How you doing, Swami?
Who?
Swab deck, Swabby.
Swabby.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't spend any time on ships.
He
was a street rat.
I actually did forget his name.
How you doing, Mickey?
Mickey.
Oh, I'm alright.
His name was Mickey.
Yeah.
Cool. I can take your
I do not remember the names of the important NPCs, but the fucking random child I hired in the middle of the street, of course.
I can take your things to your room, Xavier. I know where it is.
Right. First,
You didn't even
also,
know if he had a bullet.
I literally go, look. The whole point of it was I was trying to make a joke about the good guy being the bad guy. But
yeah. Also, the ball is there. No, the ball is there. Don't fuck with him.
I don't think he wants to touch me.
Yeah, but don't fuck with him. Also, there are two things in there that I wish to go over with you later.
I'll keep that in mind.
Who does the parrot feather go to? I'm curious.
Oh, the feather and the ring are in the coat. I want to go with the identify man first before.
Gotcha.
The guy.
So, the two of you can either go there now, or you can, wait till later.
No, yeah. So we'll just be a minute.
It's gonna be done by the time you get back. Why don't you learn how to do this shit?
It's already done.
Every 3 minutes.
Says the kids as they have a whole bunch of barnacles in pails. It's already done. Yeah.
Yeah, we finished.
Where are the barnacle boys? Who the hell did you think you hired?
I didn't hire that guy.
This is the equivalent of Guido, okay?
Guido. Yes. I kind of give them each a 1 gold set. There's what, 5 of them?
There's actually 10 of them.
All right. 10 gold down. I'm all right with this. I don't use my gold for much, anyways.
True.
I know already done.
All right.
Also, save it. I gave you the dice for something we're gonna play sometime.
I mean, we play in boats.
So the boys all line up to take their gold piece, and they some of them have hats, some of them don't, but the ones that do put their hat in front of their chest. Thanks, Gov, and wander off. And then once they all get their tip, you see them all hold out their hand, and they're all looking in in a circle, and then they all bolt in 10 different directions.
As they bolt, I'm just may the blessings of Historia be with you.
I'm just gonna say.
And also with you.
I'm just gonna say you're gonna crash the economy wherever you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna be the good guys hey. And meanwhile, the parents are like, when the hell did you get there?
Fucking spoil it, mate.
But straight on. Yeah, we go to my quarters. Oh, my workshop, basically.
If I cast identify as a ritual, would I be able to save the spell slot and?
Yeah, yes. Takes 10 minutes.
And would I be able to identify both of them?
Not at the same time. It's one item per cast.
Yeah, we have to spend 20 minutes on this.
Okay, well, I'll spend 20 minutes on this.
So the ring is basically enchanted to glow when it's high tide. So whenever it is high tide, the ring will glow. The parrot's feather is enchanted to squawk when you put it next to your ear. And it squawks out a phrase. You know what the phrase is?
Probably want a cracker?
No. We've been trying to reach you about your boat insurance.
We've been trying to reach you about your boat's extended warranty.
I fucking love it.
I kind of look up at Xavier. I'm like, well,
Hey, I asked for interesting. He gave me interested.
well, this one's useful for a fisherman. This one is useful for
Annoying a motherfucker.
annoying a motherfucker. It does. Does this parrot feather actually like resemble the one in Cell's hat?
No, it's a different
Can it
bird
be-
entirely.
Can it be like modified to look like that one?
Unfortunately, no, because his feather comes from a more traditional parrot, whereas this comes from a green macaw. So it's a very distinctive.
Right. I'm gonna
Don't
keep
get
the
me
feather.
wrong. I still want it.
I'm gonna keep the feather and ceremoniously give it to Cell.
Okay.
What do you want to do with the ring?
Well, and if you see no end types.
I mean, Reeve technically knows about the ocean, but doesn't necessarily know when the tides come in.
I naturally
Right.
know.
Hey.
It's like a
Right.
super
Can
secret.
you shut the fuck up, Sal?
Give
You
the
already
ring. Give the ring.
asking for a second thing.
Give
I'm
the
saying
ring
I
to
don't
Reeve.
need the ring. Is what I'm
Yay.
saying.
The moment you
Yeah,
spoke up,
calm down. Calm down.
I'll give
I was
the
saying give the ring to somebody else. I don't want it or need it. I
yeah
have that
yeah
ability.
So it would actually be late evening now, so it'd be probably close
It's
to the
early
time.
evening. It's actually
So
close
if
to
you-
dinner time.
Yeah, it's getting close to quote unquote dinner
I-
time.
Before dinner time does, I gathered everybody and like, so we all think it over and come up with a consensus of how we're going to be handling this. Yeah, we're in. Yeah.
Yeah.
handling what?
We're going to hope.
Hope that
Prefer-
Zeleny assists the Thorns.
So we're going to commit acts of terrorism. That's what we decided on, right? We're all okay.
Oh,
with
yeah.
this.
Fucking
I-
great. My
I mean, I'm not okay with it, but I'm kind of stuck with you guys. So as long as we're not killing people, I think.
Oh,
I'll
you're
be
not okay. You're not okay with it? Well, you're gonna learn.
I
I'm
just wanted to
not.
make sure everyone was on board before I said yes and grouped you guys in.
Congratulations, Vala. You're about to commit crime against a sovereign nation.
Well, it's not Zavos, so I think I'll be fine.
Hey, better than arson.
I mean, I'm still down for the arson, just saying.
Let's not burn the forest down, please.
Oh no, I don't want to burn the forest down. I just want to burn down
Just
some ships.
people. Just people. You just want to burn people down.
You weren't told to burn down people! None of your
We're
jobs
trying to-
were for burning
we're-
people down!
We were told to burn down camps and ships. That's what we were told.
People are in camps and people are in ships.
Ships are on the sea. They can throw themselves out.
I was gonna say,
The water's, the water's safe most of the time.
I was gonna say, there has been no go set humans ablaze missions.
I'm gonna
That's what
say.
it sounded like. Okay.
I'm gonna say
And that's
if
what
we
I'm
set-
interpreting it as.
I'm gonna say if we set the ships ablaze and Reeve is in the water.
I love this whole
Reeve-
we're running with the Reeve eats people.
It's a normal thing.
Reeve, you're not allowed to eat people.
Why not?
You're allowed to eat the people of the ships we burned down.
No!
I'm
You're
kidding.
not allowed to eat
So
people.
insensitive.
You're
We
so
are
insensitive.
people!
Yeah, so are dolphins, and you guys kill them all the time.
I
I don't
don't!
kill them.
So are whales.
We have never done it.
Whales are people
I don't
too!
kill them. Look, I don't kill any of those. I just eat them occasionally.
There's
It's
literally
fine.
whaling industries, and those
I'm
guys
go-
are much more intelligent than humans.
I'm
They
gonna
have
say,
their own language per families.
Reeve, you did rip out the throat of that lobster guy.
I did.
Yeah.
You see Cade
was
just
very
kind of
easy.
lean. After you just feel Cade like leaning against your leg, and he's like doing it, just like leaning against you and like cross arms as he's listening to this conversation.
Well, the lobster guy
Uh-huh.
had it coming, so...
Right, Reeve. Side note, here's a ring for you.
I have a ring?
You do now.
Proposing. Oh shit, he's proposing! Since
Valor,
I'm a
I don't know
captain,
what
I
to
can
say.
technically.
Say I do. Say I do. I do.
It's a gift from Xavier.
I appreciate the ring, Valor, but I don't think we would be a compatible romantic relationship.
Valor seems completely unfazed.
I tap Valor on the side. I'm like, it was worth a shot, buddy.
I kind of look over at Cell and I'm like, I'm celibate by choice. Do you think I want a relationship?
Hey, I could have married you. I own a ship.
It's a gift from Xavier.
I could have legally married you guys. I own a ship.
Xavier's just like thinking to himself, best fucking idea ever.
By choice.
Cade looks up at you, Niafta, as Valor says that he's celibate by choice, and he kind of whispers to you, Niafta, yeah, not his choice.
I love it.
I do turn to Cade and I just go, oh, double checking. You're cool with terrorism, right?
I'm cool with a lot of things, Captain.
Don't get me wrong,
All right,
but
sounds good. We're just trying not to
would
burn down people. That's the choice.
choose
We get to. I just start going over the list of things.
Can we burn down the ships, though?
I'm sorry, Niafta, what were you saying?
No, I'm saying, like, to be honest, I would also choose for Valor to be celibate.
What did she say?
Niafta also would choose for you to be
I
celibate.
support you in your decision 1,000%.
Yep. She supports you in your decision 1,000%. Yep, that's what we're gonna go with.
We don't want you to be procreating. See.
Let me just put it to you
It's not
this
about
way.
procreation, it's about system.
I plan to discover everything in this archipelago before I create an heir.
Shit, you gotta be like 60.
You cannot
You're
create
gonna
an heir.
You gotta be shooting blanks. Maybe even twice.
Like,
We
I
don't
mean,
know.
not by yourself.
For real though, you got like one.
Oh, look who's here! Lady Delphine!
Right?
I mean, she just said she'd meet you on the docks. She didn't say
Right.
where.
I was trying to skip. Fuck.
I'm kind of looking over at Cell and I'm like, you will never create an heir.
Oof.
What about?
Oof.
I don't think any lady would want to be with you.
I may have
Oof.
created several. I have no idea.
Xavier, you're just, well, you.
It's so hard to have sex with people.
Speaking from experience?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go with that.
I call bullshit.
No, but a lot of people ask. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I
Moving
mean,
on.
actually, that you do know.
Would it be because they think you are that kind of person?
I mean, you'd think that a lot of people will want to have parties with the Snake Man.
I'm fucking with yourself.
Especially
By
if they
the
have
way,
two penises. If we knew.
by the way, so
Yeah.
I just pick up your hat from where you put it. I just put this on you. Mind if I take the feather off?
And there's now a parrot feather by your ear.
Mind if I take the feather off?
I would prefer you didn't take the feather off.
Right, so I'm just gonna do this, and I add another one.
That's fine.
We have been
We've been
trying to
trying
reach
to
you
call
about your
about your
70 months extended warranty.
We've been trying to reach you about your boat insurance, you bastards.
Did we all hear this going off?
No, only Cell can hear it.
So,
It whispers in his ear. Yeah.
I kind of look over at Xavier and I'm just like, you are an evil motherfucker.
I smile.
I know.
I smile. I take the feather out and I adjust it so it's not right next to my ear.
Surprisingly, it still says it, and you hear it.
It only says it when it's next to my ear.
Correct. None of you are an artificer to adjust with that kind of thing. But at any rate.
Okay. Moving on.
Yep.
I'm like,
Don't-
I literally look at Xavier and I go, "This is infinitely better than the eye patch."
Still, you have both.
You keep the eye patch safe.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna make a legend of the one-eyed sniper. I put the eye patch on. I put the eye patch on.
Marco.
It's on the eye. That would be where his scope would be.
Yeah, it is.
Hold it right up.
I'm kind of looking you over, and I'm like, trim the beard.
I like the beard.
I don't have a beard. I have a mustache and a goatee and a little strip.
We've been sailing for God knows how long. You have a beard by now.
I grew.
Have you groomed since we were asleep for 7
Stop
days?
making fun of people for their appearance. Look at yourself first. God damn it.
I will say that probably in the trip, yeah, I shaved a bit.
At any rate, as everything continues on,
I set everything up for dry dock and everything like that. Make sure we pay the right people, and then I'm gonna, after we're taking dinner, I'm gonna spend the night sealing up.
Easy done. And with that, this is actually a perfect place to stop, as you are expected at your dinner. And, yeah, it's about that time. So, without further ado, or, wrapping this episode up, I would like to thank everybody for watching. Thank you all so very much. And we will likely be back with another session of Seas of Vodari next week. If not, then definitely Avatar Legends, the role-playing game, which will be a ton of fun. Of that, I can assure you. I had a blast running it the first time, and I can't wait to do more. But
I have a small announcement.
Huh.
Our junior after is a chibi.
Aww, she's adorable.
Chibi.
Now add an eye patch to every artwork of Xavier.
No, I have to do that now.
Damn
it.
But, of course, I could not do this without my fantastic cast of characters. We have Mr. Reeve, played by Mr. Emile, our Siren Ranger.
I didn't think Valor had feelings for me like that.
Nobody thought, no.
We have Mr. Valor, played by Mr. Vex, our Yuan-Ti Paladin.
I feel my chastity is going to be threatened by Niafta sometime in the near future.
Niafta?
Why Niafta?
Why Niafta?
She said she supported your. She said she supported your decision to
Your
be
castity
celibate.
vote. I am going to guess.
She's
I think it's just because Niafta's a bard. I think that's the only reason.
No, it's because I feel like she'll be heavily influenced by Cade.
I'm just gonna say you'd probably be more in danger because of Xavier.
I'm about to say Xavier probably has sex with you before Niafta does.
Yeah,
I did not think of that, and now I'm more terrified.
Damn, you homophobic over there.
Look, somebody has to
figure.
Look, somebody has to figure out if you have two penises or not.
Dude,
It's
No,
for science.
no, they don't. No,
It's
they
for
don't.
science.
it's
Fuck
for
science.
Look, it wouldn't be a big deal if you just told us. It wouldn't be a big thing, but you made it a big thing, and now
Yeah.
it is.
No.
Uh-huh.
I said I didn't
Yeah.
want to answer. You are the guys that made it a big thing.
You're making it a big deal, man. We're just trying to
Yeah,
figure out
we
if you
could
have
just
two
answer
penises.
yeah,
When-
whatever
when-
you tell us, we'll believe. We don't need to
hey.
check. But if you keep, denying us an answer, we're gonna
When
have
you-
to go for
when-
one.
We
When you
got
made
5
us,
gold in this, man.
when you made us become privateers instead of pirates, you put your tenants with us. We're just trying to follow it.
You're allowed to refuse your answer.
I mean, that is true enough.
Yeah, but that comes with consequences, babe.
Right.
You come near me with that bullshit, and I will not be afraid to be. I will
All I'm
start
gonna
calling
say
you
is now
Bradley
you're
Taylor.
All I'm trying to say is now your tenants don't mean shit to me, and I'm going to use them how I want.
At any rate, moving right along, before I get us even further demonetized. Or rather, before you all get me
Might as
further
well-
demonetized.
Might as well double down. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not Cuphead. Anyway, moving on. Mr. Xavier, the one-eyed sniper, gunslinger played by Mr. Whitehill.
He's fucking great, mate. He's fucking true.
And then, of course, we have Mr. Nicky playing Cell, the captain of this vessel.
Bomba!
There's a lot of problems going on right now. I'm trying to get to the bottom of them. Mostly.
Bring him out, bring him out.
Whether this man has 2 penises or not. I need that 5.
That is not a problem you need to solve!
It's gonna
Jesus.
kill us. It's gonna kill us if we don't find out.
Hey,
I put 5 gold down on this man. I want my 5 gold back.
I don't give a damn! That part can keep increasing, I'm not telling you!
just wait until one of us gets modify memory.
Oh, Jesus.
Where can I buy a circlet of iron mine?
Good question.
But by the way, rings of mind shielding will not help you.
Look, all I'm going to say is, eventually one of us gets scrying. And we're going to find out.
What are you gonna do? Spy on me while I'm taking a piss?
Maybe?
So, like, when you pee and you have 2, does it come out like...
Right? It's
Anyway, moving along.
Alternating.
Okay. Let's
And
move on from the penis talk.
yes, please.
Thank
And
you, Xavier. Voice of reason for once.
Very rarely, might I add.
and of course, last but certainly not least, we have the ever lovely Laura playing Niafta, our tiefling bard.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for Kate to tell me what was he out for. So I guess that's gonna be my thing next session.
Indeed.
I hope so. I hope so.
I need to know. But and I have been your master of the seas, Dr. John Wolfenstein here.